Hannah Russell, represent the Carsons. I do have a packet for you with all the green cards. I think the only one I didn't hear from was.
Hannah, I don't mean to interrupt you, but on the hearing, I don't think we would go over this. That would be for the discussion on the second reading of the ordinance. So this is just gives anybody the opportunity to speak for
Okay.
or against it.
We'll mark you down as full.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Great.
we'll welcome you back up here in just a couple minutes.
Yeah. All right.
So, thank you, though. Anyone else to speak for or against it? Going once, going twice. We'll close the public hearing for the alley.
And we'll call order council meeting for May 11th, if everyone would stand for the pledge. Remain standing for prayer.
Dear Lord, bless us tonight, just guide us in our decisions as we move forward. In your name we pray. Amen.
Can we have roll call?
Mr. Ashby,
Here.
Mr. Grove,
Here.
Mr. McNeese,
Here.
Miss Blinn,
Here.
Mr. Stengel,
Here.
Mr. Lau,
He is not here.
and no Mr. Gornow tonight. Mayor Yocum,
Here. Okay, adoption of the agenda.
Make a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
Second.
Got a motion by President Grove, second by Vice President McNeese to adopt the agenda as presented. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Carries 5-0. Approval of the April 27th minutes.
Make a motion to approve the April 27th minutes.
Second.
Motion by President Grove, second by Vice President McNeese to approve the minutes as presented. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Carries 5-0. Petitions, memorials, remonstrances. Being none, committee chair reports.
Had good news on the Pantheon. They have made an offer to hire somebody for the operations coordinator position, which Kimberly Foreman formerly had. So I don't know that she's actually officially accepted that, so I'll hold her name. But good news, actually somebody coming back to the community, and so now we can move forward on hopefully hiring an executive.
Okay. Any other reports? If not, we'll move to old business. Ordinance 7/2026, petition to vacate alley between Audubon Road and Old Orchard Road. First reading was April 27th.
Make a motion for second reading ordinance 7/2026. I will note that we did have a public hearing, and one person spoke for, no spoke against.
Second.
Got a motion and a second for second reading of ordinance 7/2026.
Ordinance number 7/2026, an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of Vincennes, Indiana, vacating an alley, sections 1, 2, and 3, between Ottoman Road and Old Orchard Road.
Now discussion.
Alrighty, so, and I apologize. As I was saying earlier, the only landowner that we did not receive a green card back from was Mr. and Mrs. Schlag. A delivery was attempted, we just didn't get it back. And then as far as the utilities are concerned, Duke Energy's green card didn't come back, but they did call me, so they received it. And then Synergy, that was stuck in Kentucky, so I don't know what happened there. But regardless, the rest of the landowners and utilities were served, so I can.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay,
In this vacation, it does not change any fence lines, does it? Those fences will all stay the same, people's,
Not
Assume-
at this given moment, that is not what we're petitioning for. We're just petitioning to get the alley vacated, and then we're going to work individually with the landowners to maybe negotiate something otherwise.
okay. Because when you vacate an alley, one half goes to one person, one half goes to the other, and currently, as that fence sits, one half would be coming into that yard, basically.
Okay. I don't know, Mr. Carson is here. I don't
Yeah.
know exactly what,
I just want to
given
know that you're
plans?
aware of that, what's happening, what
Yeah,
could
you don't
happen to
get
you
the alley.
potentially. Yeah,
So I do have a surveyor coming out on the 22nd. So basically, from looking at the plot maps online, are kind of dog legs. And I know half, so I don't have a fence there at the moment, so it's basically open land is all it is. So mine kind of goes around the property already.
Okay.
So it's still within the area. So there's nothing that would be obstructing right now. And obviously I would negotiate with the other landowners to ideally get that, to make it easier, because all I want to do is basically put up a gate there.
Okay.
Just to, because right now, I'm the one that maintains that part of the property. I mow it.
Understood.
I take
Are
down
you-
all the weeds and the overgrowth from other properties, so.
Are you the last one on at the end of that alley?
Yes.
Yeah.
And all,
So
I'm not asking
this
for the
isn't
full
what it's-
alley, I'm just asking for 73 feet of
Okay.
it, basically where
Alright.
my fence ends.
But that's the last part of that alley too.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't go up
Yeah.
any
Because I know
further.
there are,
Yeah,
Couple
it
garages.
ends basically in the middle of my yard,
okay.
so that's why.
Just, I think just knowing awareness that when we vacate an alley, it goes one half one way and one
Yeah,
half to the other,
and
so.
Yeah, we talked about that previous session about what we split midline, so.
Okay.
I think there's 3 landowners that would be affected by it, because how the other properties sit on Old Orchard, there's 2 that share, like, maybe, there's like a 15-foot section, and the rest goes to the Flynn's that we've already talked about.
Can't imagine any of them would object
I
just
wouldn't
because they don't wanna move their fence.
Yeah.
But, they'd require you to do all the work.
Yeah.
And have you had direct communication with all the landowners?
Yes, I went to their
No-
houses, they seem to be on board with it. Actually, the Flynn's actually signed the petition prior to this, I just haven't had the ability to go to the Schlags
Yeah.
much time.
And just for the record, could you state your name and address?
Yes, I'm
please?
Michael Carson. I'm a property owner at 1322 Audubon Road.
Thank you.
When did you file your petition? It's a blank date on this ordinance.
I believe it was April 29th.
Good enough for me. Pencil it in.
Okay. Good.
Any other discussion?
Call for the question.
That's me.
Mr. Ashby?
Yes.
Mr. McNeese?
Yes.
Mr. Grove?
Yes.
Miss Blinn?
Yes.
Mr. Stengel?
Yes.
And second reading passes by a vote of 5-0. Need a motion for third.
Make a motion for third reading, ordinance 7/2026.
Second?
Motion by President Grove, second by Vice President McNeese to have third and final reading of ordinance 7/2026.
Ordinance 7/2026, an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of Vincennes, Indiana, vacating an alley as described at the public hearing and just now, sections 1, 2, and 3. And the petition was filed on April 29th. I have it on good information.
Okay, discussion?
Question.
Mr. Stengel?
Yes.
Mr. Grove?
Yes.
Miss Blinn?
Yes.
Mr. Ashby?
Yes.
Mr. McNeese?
Yes.
And third and final reading passes by a vote of 5-0.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Move to new business. I'm gonna start with F, so Michelle, who's been here a pretty good while today, can head back.
Plenty of
So-
restaurants in town to eat at if you want, before you leave.
So we're gonna start with Resolution 5/2026, resolution authorizing submission of the CBD application.
Make a motion to read and approve resolution 5/2026.
Happily second. Or Richard can
Motion
second.
by President Grove, second by Vice President McNeese to read and approve Resolution 5/2026.
Resolution number 5/2026, resolution authorizing application and submission for a grant to repair and remodel the band shell. There's a public hearing held before this hearing containing sections 1 and 2, and this is just to let them apply for it.
Discussion?
No. I will mention that the city's portion of this grant is the $85,000, which the mayor brought up an important thing during the public hearing. We've already received a $20,000 donation, which we still have, that is going toward that
From Duke.
city's portion from Duke. So we are there. So if anybody wants to make a donation toward that, we'll accept it.
No question.
Question?
Mr. Grove?
Yes.
Mr. McNeese?
Yes.
Miss Blinn?
Yes.
Mr. Ashby?
Yes.
Mr. Stengel?
Yes.
And by a vote of 5-0, Resolution 5/2026 is approved. Okay, we'll move to Monty Cooper presentation. Sure.
Okay.
Are you
I feel like it sometimes.
I always had to drive when I was with him.
Did you drive that truck?
No.
Pass it
Okay,
back
that's
down
a little
on
bit
it.
Just
before my
wondering,
time.
just wondering. Okay. As I said, my name is Monty Cooper. I'll try to be kind of, laconic in this presentation. But I do want to thank the city for allowing me to do this. I also want to say thank you to the Knox County Public Library for their assistance. The name of my presentation is, "The horsepower may have changed, but the mission remains the same." Now, if I wanted to do a history of the fire department, somebody's gonna have to order pizza, chips, and soft drinks, but I'm not gonna really do that. See what I got next here. But there are some things that I do wanna mention. In 1908, the Vincennes Capital published a very nice 8-page story on the history of the fire department. Just recently, one of our local authors wrote a book, 1926. 1926 makes reference to 4 firemen. I'm not gonna say a lot about the book because this gentleman's trying to sell it. I'm just gonna promote his book. It makes a reference to 4 firemen. It makes a reference to a building that caught on fire and burnt down and the tragedy associated with it. And then it also makes a reference to the police department. Like I said in my last presentation, they had to go to Bridgeport to get a dog. But this time they went all the way to Seasbury, Kentucky to get a dog to find this gentleman. And let's see what I got next. Seasbury, Kentucky. Okay, well, you know, I'm gonna try to take 3 things that you normally will not find in a history book. But they did happen here in Vincennes. One of them happened in 1885. Miss Pearl Henderson, the young daughter of John Henderson, had narrowly escaped from being terribly burned at her home on the corner of 6th and Scott. Her clothes caught on fire from a great brother. She had enough presence of mind to rush to the bedroom and roll herself up in a quilt and extinguish the fire. Now, like I said, she was a high school girl. I researched her name. I found out this young lady can sing. There's references to her singing in the paper. She was the president of a club in high school, and she could play the piano. After high school, she went to work for the McGimsey Horse and Buggy Company, which is located on, Main and River Street. Today, there's a tree where that building used to stand, thanks to the WPA. She would go on to get married and raise 2 children. So a quilt actually saved her life, and she became a mother. She was born September 23rd, 1871, died November 18th, 1984. The second lady that I'm going to talk about, woman was badly burned when she fell against a stove Thursday, flames igniting her dress and smothered out the flames. Mrs. M.J. Utterback, living at the 3rd and Minneapolis Avenue, was severely burnt Thursday afternoon at 5 o'clock when she fell against a cook stove at her home. Flames from the stove igniting her dress. Miss Utterback rushed to the bedroom where she picked up a quilt and smothered out the fire, but not before she had suffered serious burns about her back and shoulders. The physician was called and dressed her wounds. Miss Utterback was home preparing an evening meal. 3 small children were in there, the kitchen at the time, but they were too small to realize the seriousness of her predicament, of their mother, or to render her any assistance. Miss Utterback could not understand why she fell against the stove, but the physician announced that it was probably suffered from attack of the heart, trouble causing her to faint. Well, I know something about heart problems. Flatline survivor, 23 years. I think I can relate to this lady. The pain from the burn restored her to consciousness. Although the injuries were very painful, she will be confined to her home for several weeks. Miss Utterback will recover. So I'm thinking, a lady with 3 small children. This was in 1919. I'm thinking, she got married when she was 15 and had 3 kids. No, I was wrong. She was 43 at the time this happened. She had 12 children, and when she died, she outlived 2 of her children. And I'm going, well, this is a pretty tough lady. There's not much more mention about her in the paper other than that. There's a thing on her obituary. Whoops. We will find someplace in here. Where are you at, lady? I know you're here. Oh, here you are. This corner. And this is her. And I don't know about you, but I don't think I want to mess with this lady. This is one very tough, determined lady who raised several children. Now, the third event that I want to talk about, it's not really mentioned in the newspaper. Newspaper left a lot of things out. The gentleman I'm about to talk to, they did not mention that when he was 12 years old, he lived in Monroe City. His family had just moved into this house and only lived there a few days. The house burnt down. In 1952, he was now, because this happened in 1937. In 1952, he is now married. He's living at 901 and a half North 9th Street, which would be the number 2 fire station. But it was no longer a fire station. In the bottom part, there was a business. Him and his wife and 2 children lived upstairs. They had a son, which wasn't quite 2. He was nearly legally blind. He fell from the top step all the way to the bottom step, but he survived. 19 years later, this young man has just been to college for 2 years. He is painting the living room, putting down carpet, repainting his bedroom. He had disconnected a gas heater and had reconnected it. And he was out in the garage. He heard a boom. He thought maybe World War III had started. No. A gas explosion on Sunday about 4:10 p.m. caused damage estimated at $5,000 to the home of Keith Cooper. That is my dad. At 613 Vollmer Street, the fire chief, Bill Rose, said that a gas connection under the house, when the copper tubing slipped loose and leaked gas, which ignited a hot water heater. The tubing had been connected to a space heater, which had recently had been taken out. Rose said that the blast rocked the house on its foundation and started a small fire, which was quickly extinguished. No injuries occurred. I was out in the garage. Our garage was disconnected from the house. It's a separate building. I hung on to the workbench for 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, I don't know. It felt like 10, 20, 30 minutes, doing everything I can to remain standing. It is shaking that bad. I literally thought that maybe Russia had dropped a nuclear bomb on the Lawrenceville refinery. Well, anyway, I run out. I see the flames. And I run up to the door to yell at my parents. What I should have mentioned just a little bit before that was my mom was going in the house at the time, and she was standing at the back door. She put one hand here, and held on for life. My dad was laying on the sofa, and he said that the sofa went up. He said he missed the ceiling about that much. My mom, standing at the back door, saw things flying this way, saw things flying this way, saw my dad go up and come back down. I was still out in the garage trying to stand up. Like I said, I went out, saw the flames, yelled at my parents, went around, grabbed the garden hose, and put the fire out. Well, at least I thought I had. So I go back in the house to see what's all happened. Next thing I know, 2 big firemen come running through the front door, and they got picks. The house is badly damaged. They're over in this one corner busting the plaster off the wall. And I'm going, what? Then I see the flames, and they put the flames out. So they go outside, mom, dad, and fire department, and they're talking. And I go into my bedroom. Like I said, I'd been to college for 2 years, and I had this project I had made in college, and it was heavy. I had to drill a hole in the wall, put a bolt in, put it on a chain. That project I made had flown all the way across my bedroom. I picked it up thinking it's going to be damaged. Well, it wasn't. So I'm walking, standing in this one area, and I'm looking around the house, and I'm going, yeah, it's a mess. Everything I just did is now destroyed. And I look over in one corner. There is 2 shelves. They are on an L bracket, just up over, nothing more than a 1 by 10. There is blue and white china on there that my mom had got at Kroger's. And I'm going, this can't be real. The plates are standing on the board like this, just leaning up against the wall. Not one plate had moved. Nothing was broken. And I'm going, this just can't be real. But it was. And to this day, I do not understand because there's stuff everywhere. So as some people may know, I made a quilt for the Vincennes Canine Unit. I also made a quilt for the Sheriff's Department and their Canine Unit. And I'm thinking, well, if I've done these 2, I might as well do somebody else because I have firsthand experience in what it feels like to live through an explosion. So I made this. Try to make sure it stays clean. For the fire department, as a thank you for what they did some 55 years ago. See, one of the reasons I was real happy out there in the garage, not just because I did all this work, but the next day I was supposed to go to work at the hospital. was gonna help move furniture in what they called the new part back then. It's Columbia Towers, some 55 years ago. I'm looking forward to having a permanent job at the hospital. So I go to work the next day. I go home to get some clothes. Mom and Dad found a trailer to live in at Mirror Lake. And I go home to get some clothes. I go out front to check the mail. I have a draft notice. So goodbye Vincennes, hello Fort Knox. So, pardon? Well, yeah, it's one I wasn't really volunteering for though. It's called a draft notice. So I made this for the fire department. And, as I said, the theme of it is the horsepower may have changed, but the mission remains the same. And as you can see by the picture that passes around, we used to have a lot of horses. I don't know how many, but you can't find that. So anyway, this is. Now, like I said, there's a horse there, there's a whole bunch of horses around it. But down here in the corner, someplace, come here. There. That's Kelly Updike and Neil Nagel, my former bike riding buddies. But we got old. We got real old. So, this is for you. You got a camera?
Yes.
She's right behind you. She,
You two want to stand up?
Well, my sister ended up selling in the yard, so. Yeah, we want to make sure my belly is not in the too. There you go. Now, you find a good place to hang this, sure will. And if somebody catches on fire, and the only thing I can figure is when these two ladies used a quilt to put their fire out. I figure the quilt must have been made out of wool, because wool don't burn near as easy as cotton. Matter of fact, it takes about almost 3 times the temperature to set wool on fire as it would cotton. And I figure maybe that's why they didn't burn stuff up with it. Anyway, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you get that picture.
Thank you.
And,
Brian, send me that picture.
This picture.
Chasing down. Picture.
Want your picture? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Next is ordinance 8/2026, alley vacating between Ridgeway Avenue and Ritterscan Avenue.
Make a motion for first reading ordinance 8/2026.
Second.
Motion by President Grill, second by Vice President McNeese to have first reading of ordinance 8/2026.
Ordinance number 8, 2026, an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of Vincennes, Indiana, vacating a portion of an alley, sections 1, 2, and 3. And this is in conjunction with some RDC work where we're trying to get 2 new homes built in that underutilized area.
This is, Dave's right, we were, as we've been giving away, or not giving away, but putting property out there to be rebuilt on, the Yocums came to us and asked about these properties, and then they learned a few things about these properties. One, there was an alley there that was not being used, and if you'll look lower in our ordinances, in this agenda, item E is for rezoning. There, it's actually zone commercial, and he wants to take it back to residential, and he's building 2 residential spots there. So the RDC's been very much in favor of this project, and I know we are too. That's it.
Good question.
Alrighty. Mr. Ashby?
Yes.
Mr. McNeese?
Yes.
Mr. Grove?
Yes.
Miss Blinn?
Yes.
Mr. Stengel?
Yes.
And first reading passes by vote of 5 to 0. Next is ordinance 9/2026, an ordinance amending the Vincennes Municipal Code 95.15 Indiana laws relating to weeds.
Make a motion for first reading ordinance 9/2026.
Second.
Motion by President Grove, second by Vice President McNeese to have first reading of ordinance 9/2026.
Ordinance number 9/2026, an ordinance amending the Vincennes Municipal Code, section 95.15, relating to weeds, and there was some additional language entered into that. It's in our code of ordinances.
Discussion.
Anybody have any issues with this? No, the city inspector's looked at it, he approves it. So, question?
Mr. Stengel?
Yes.
Mr. Ashby?
Yes.
Ms. Blinn?
Yes.
Mr. McNeese?
Yes.
Mr. Grove?
Yes.
In first reading of ordinance 9/2026 passes by a vote of 5-0. Next is ordinance 10/2026, an ordinance to amend Vincennes Municipal Code application for permits.
Make a motion for first reading ordinance 10/2026.
Second.
Motion by President Grove, second by Vice President McNeese to have first reading of ordinance 10/2026.
Ordinance 10/2026, an ordinance to amend Title 15, Chapter 150 of the Vincennes Municipal Code by adding sections 150.21, updating permit applications. And this ordinance and the previous ordinance on weeds, if they're passed on three readings, would probably have to be advertised because it's changing some prices and penalties.
Okay.
Okay.
Once they're passed, if they are approved.
So when do we have to advertise it after it's approved or in the
Yes,
meter?
give notice once the council, if the council approves it, then we give the world notice that
That things have changed?
mow your weeds.
Yep,
Yeah.
okay.
Any other discussion?
Question?
Mr. Grove?
Yes.
Mr. McNeese?
Yes.
Mr. Stengel?
Yes.
Mr. Ashby?
Yes.
Ms. Blinn?
Yes.
And first reading of ordinance 10/2026 passes by a vote of 5-0. Next is ordinance 11/2026, an ordinance adopting amendments for 1150 Ridgeway Avenue, Vincennes, Indiana zoning R1.
Make a motion for first reading ordinance 11/2026.
Second.
Motion by President Grove, second by Vice President McNeese to have first reading of ordinance 11/2026.
Ordinance 11/2026, an ordinance adopting amendments to the Knox County zoning ordinance containing sections 1, 2, and 3, and as was discussed at an earlier ordinance, that this would zone it from C1 to R1, so that the houses, residential houses could be built there.
Discussion, and this does go to area plan.
Yep.
Next.
Question?
Alrighty. Mr. Grove?
Yes.
Mr. Stengel?
Yes.
Mr. Ashby?
Yes.
Ms. Blinn?
Yes.
Mr. McNeese?
I'm a yes as well.
First reading of ordinance 11/2026 passes by a vote of 5-0 and will be forwarded to area plan. Next is claims.
Make a motion to approve claims in the amount of $522,980.40.
Second.
Motion by President Grove, second by Vice President McNeese to approve claims in the amount of $522,980.40. Any question on claims?
Question?
Ms. Blinn?
Yes.
Mr. Grove?
Yes.
Mr. Stengel?
Yes.
Mr. Ashby?
Yes.
Mr. McNeese?
Yes.
And claims are approved by a vote of 5-0. Next is approval of payroll.
Make a motion to approve payroll amount of $226,882.33.
Second.
Motion by President Grove, second by Vice President McNeese to approve payroll amount of $226,882.33. Any questions on payroll?
Question?
Mr. Stengel?
Yes.
Mr. Ashby?
Yes.
Mr. McNeese?
Yes.
Mr. Grove?
Yes.
Ms. Blinn?
Yes.
And claims are paid by a vote of 5-0. Next is transfer and appropriation request. Mayor's office transfer $10,700, Washington Avenue construction to Washington Avenue right-of-way.
You want to just do both of these at the same time or each one individually?
Okay, and the next one is Mayor's office transfer $9,650 from Washington Avenue construction to Washington Avenue design.
Okay. And make a motion to approve the two transfers from the mayor's office.
Second.
Motion by President Grove, second by Vice President McNeese to approve the two transfers. Any question on them, or?
What, vote call?
Yep.
Ms. Blinn?
Yes.
Mr. Grove?
Yes.
Mr. McNeese?
Yes.
Mr. Ashby?
Yes.
And Mr. Stengel?
Yes.
And those are approved by vote of 5-0. Miscellaneous, I do have one thing. As we've done in the past, the next meeting will be Friday the 22nd at noon at Grouseland. And everybody is encouraged to dress in period.
Just say that because you've got the clothes.
Rendezvous alone, or Memorial alone this time.
Yeah.
Want me to get that worked
I
out?
may surprise you one of these years, show up. Yeah.
You can wear yours. All right, next is public comment.
Get the hook.
We already gave you all our money, so.
No, I'd like to let you guys know that we did have $10,000 donations towards the historic oak planting project from the tree board. So now we're just looking for any additional donations. Lady from the newspaper. I'm gonna apply for a matching grant. I can't apply till after September, but it looks like a total, I mean, the people at the state were pretty sure they would fully fund it. So we're gonna probably get a total of 24 oak trees planted throughout the community, so.
That's
pretty
awesome.
Pretty successful program. So, donations can be made to the clerk's office.
How big
We
of
just-
trees are they gonna be?
they're
They're 2-inch
the
diameter or 1 inch?
They're three-inch diameter or bigger,
Nice.
the largest that his spade will handle.
Okay,
So
perfect.
they're good-sized trees, get a good shot at making it 250 years.
Mhm.
But if anybody wanted to donate, they can just send a check to the clerk's office and note Historic Oaks Project for the 250th anniversary, and we would appreciate it.
I like it.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Dennis.
Dennis.
Thanks, Dennis. Any other public comment?
I'll comment on the flowers down Main Street. Great job on those. I love the red, white, and blue theme. And yeah, hopefully, who's going to water them this year? Now that
Parks.
now that we hired the
We hired
person.
the best water.
Yeah.
Well,
Richard, they
there were
died.
volunteers at one time. Okay, yeah, the Parks Department's got people to do that, so.
Good. Well, hopefully they take some tips from Trace.
Richard?
No, definitely not from Richard.
Any other public comment? Not, just need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.